He got the nickname of Superman on the football team, and they did TV interviews about Superman, and there were kids in high school wearing Superman shirts around with his number on it. So, I mean, I can't imagine having that level of worship, if you will, and I'm sure it had to be tough.
Growing up in Mission Viejo, California, the younger of two boys, it was evident to his parents that athletics would play a huge role in Marty's life. In just his freshman year of high school, he led the JV football team to an undefeated championship season, playing both quarterback and defensive back. But despite the success, Marty decided to take his sophomore season off.
Oh, my priorities were completely screwed up. I was with a girl, I was doing drugs, I was drinking, I was partying, and football was the last thing on my mind. It just took up too much time, and I just thought my life was going somewhere else, and I didn't think football was a part of it until kind of clicked back into reality a little bit and realized that I'm pretty good at this and I enjoy doing it. Missed it too much, so I went back to it my junior year.
As Marty returned to football, it was evident that dealing with the spotlight was still too much to handle, and he continued his self-destructive ways.
I think some people just kept hoping that it'd just go away, and it was just a teenager thing. But it got to a point where I got a little too crazy for my parents, got too crazy for my school, and just kind of secluded myself from everyone.
He changed his character completely in his sophomore year to where we really got concerned, and he was just trying to find himself.
Dealing and doing drugs became Marty's dark side. Then, on the night of April 24th, 2004, after attending a party with friends, Marty found himself wandering alone on a beach, searching for answers.
Started out a night like every other night, just enjoying myself with a bunch of friends at a house, just hanging out, and started arguing over something stupid, turned into something big. Called everyone I knew of, starting with my current wife, and no one picked up. You know, I didn't have any drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, had nothing, had no friends, had nothing in the world at this point. Went to the beach just to hang out, not knowing that night would change my life, and I get to the beach and just start talking to myself because I had no one else to talk to. Kind of weird, but started talking. 2 hours later, you know, I'm just emptying everything else, and it leads to me understanding that I have nothing in life, and everything I've lived for 18 years has been in vain. And as soon as I shut up and everything was emptied out, I could finally hear God. God spoke to me and just promised me he'll never leave me if I follow him. 2 weeks went by and read the Bible for some odd reason, and discovered that God never left me, and just decided to commit my life to him right there.
We needed to be in a fight for that to happen, because I wasn't able to be there as an outlet for him to go to and call. And it's just weird how by not picking up a phone call, how that can make a difference in someone's life, and God can come to someone like that.
That winter break, when he came home and announced that he was a Christian, he was wondering how we were going to react. And
Yeah.
there was no hesitation on either of our part. We were happy that he had found something he was comfortable with, but he wasn't sure how we were going to take raising this little Jewish boy to become a Christian. And like I say, my hat's off to him for doing the research and finding what was right for him.
In 3 short years, Marty has been transformed. He's still a Superman on the football field, second on the team in tackles while grabbing 3 interceptions so far this season. But more importantly for Marty, his journey has allowed him to use his success on the field for a higher purpose.
So get the heart of it. Why is it so awesome to the point where our entire
He just has an awe about him, and the way he's able to speak to people, that it just gives them a sense of peace about God and really gives them motivation to want to do better.
From the first page to the last, but there's a couple of minutes that I absolutely love. Last thing I ever wanted to be was a Christian growing up. Last thing I ever wanted to be was a motivational speaker, some say. Never envisioned myself at this point in my life, but God's taken me on such a radical journey, both good and bad, ups and downs, that I couldn't ask for anything more.